Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the alternate gaming cave. As I mentioned before, I'm in the process of relocating to a new location. So I'm shooting from an alternate gaming cave, so to speak. All right, today we're doing Open the Box. And the Open the Box is, let me get this camera up a little bit, Stuka Leader. World War II European Theater Solitaire game from DVG, Dan Verson Games, and created by Chuck Siegert. All right. So, only in the spirit of attack born in a brave heart will bring success to any fighter aircraft, no matter how highly developed it may be. Adolf Galland. All right. Or Galland, some say. Stuka Leader places you in command of a group of German pilots and aircraft in World War II. Your group will include fighter aircraft such as the Me-109, Focke-Wulf 190. You will also have bombers like Ju-88 and He-111. The star of the show, though, is, of course, the Ju-87 Stuka. All right. We include campaigns from Poland to the end. And you get to bomb London, destroy the BEF, that's the British Expeditionary Force, at Dunkirk, and defend Berlin with the latest and greatest aircraft, such as the Me-262. All right, it is a solitaire game, which you can also play cooperatively, and Stuka allows you to try and rewrite history and gain a victory in the fatherland. OKL expects you to exceed expectations. All right. So let's get this bad boy open. As you can see, it is a nice, I would say, 3-inch box, and it's heavy. It's a hefty box. And let's see what's in there. All right, we got the shrink wrap off. Let's get her open and see what we got. And the first thing is, of course, the rule book. And typical Dan Verson Games, lots of pictures, lots of full color, nice heavy paper. We'll be going through this, of course, looking at everything. Total here looks like 49, looks like 51 pages, including the acknowledgement page. There are some appendixes back here and aircraft descriptions, lots of those. So 42 gets you through the optional rules. So very nice. Okay, so we'll study up on those a little bit, see how we do. Next out is one of the game boards. And this one is the tactical display. Okay, so on the tactical display, they have the target deck, the event deck, the turn markers, ambulance, fuel depot, supply dump, then the directions here, the pre-approach areas, the approach areas, and then the target card in the center. And over here, target costs, so it tells us how much stress we're going to take. And then over here is your play sequence of play. All right, so nice mounted board as usual. After that, we have our player log, which we will need to make photocopies of. It's one-sided, so we'll have to make some copies of this for the play. Then over here, next we're going to have, these are alternate targets. So as you can see, this one here is snow. So this is a winter approach. And here's a naval approach. So this gives you variability in the game when you're attacking different things. Here's an urban area, probably looks like England. And then here is a coastal port area. So you can change these out as we do it. Here's another, to me, looks like another winter area and another type of port right here. And let's see, then we have another urban area. So you can have different ones here. And here's one with already got damage and smoking on it. That's pretty neat. This is a more rural area. There's another out in the ocean. Another rural area. And another kind of, there's a river, and then bridges and urban areas. And this looks almost like some type of a storage facility, maybe a rail yard. And then here we have England. This is the channel. So this is when you're crossing the channel. All right. Oh, a lot of them. Okay. Next up, we're going to have our mission card. So this is the Total War, 1936 to wherever. This is an expert. So this is if we want to play the whole campaign. So we start out all out war. And this is, see how we're going to do. So I'm going to look at this because I just may end up wanting to do that. Or you can have the Grand Eastern Campaign, 1940 to 45. It's another expert level. So now you're playing the Eastern Front. Here we have the Grand Mediterranean Campaign, 40 to 45. All right, so now we're doing the Mediterranean. Okay, then we have skills. So these are all the skills you can earn or purchase, or your pilot may come with some. Still single-sided. Here is a player help sheet. Okay, so it gives us the campaign types and the years, and then detail about your pilots and bogies and movement, those things. So that's helpful. Here's our hit result definition. So it tells us what happens when we have a hit. Key terms. Terms like bogey, big, dispersed, dive number. So these are the things that you'll need. These are modifiers a lot of times that go onto the hit tables. Then we have Jagdverband 44, 1945, expert. Defense of the Fatherland, 1945, expert. Oh, these are going to be tough. Here's Operation Bodenplatte, 1945, skilled. Okay, this is neat. We have Normandy, 1944, skilled. Valiant Defense, 1944, skilled. Things Titan, 1943, skilled. Americans Arrive, 1942, skilled. Stalemate in the West, 1941, standard. Battle of Britain, 1940, standard. And these have a lot of detail on them. They really look good. Canal Comp, 1940, standard. So here we're fighting over the canal, the English Channel. Dunkirk, 1940, standard. France, 1940, standard. Fall Weiss, Poland, 1939, introductory. All right, so that's all the campaigns and all that stuff. Wow, no wonder this box is so thick. Okay, now we have counters. This is sheet number 1. So nice big counters, rounded edges, bogies, no bogies. I think these are fuel drums if I remember right. Horido, they're two-sided. So nice and thick though. Sheet 2, here's the front, recon, intel, stress levels, and the back side. Sheet 3, hangars, radar station. These are going to be targets. Some of our bombers, HE-111s, the Heinkel 111s, there's Zeal. And then here are skills, right here. SA, situational awareness. Here's some of our bombs. So here begins some of the armament starting. Again, they're two-sided. Sheet 5 is drop tanks. Probably some damage to targets. More, this has cool, agiles. Yes, these would be skills. Okay. Sheet 6. These are the enemy. Polish P-11s, B-17s, B-25s. Probably, this says battle. I'm assuming that's Battle of Britain. Blenheims. P-37s. P-633s. Okay. Sheet number 7. Wow. So we got D-520s, Hurricanes, MS-406, Spitfires, more Hurricanes, a lot of Hurricanes, Spitfires, and they get the year on them. So like 1941, so you know what year you're gonna draw them from. Sheet number 8. Oh my gosh. I'll be punching a lot of counters out. 1942, so we're getting into theirs. P-38s show up. Hurricanes, P-38s. Okay, 43, Spitfires still. Sheet number 9. Now we're starting to get into 1944, P-38s, P-47s, P-51s. 44, now 45, so we're getting into these guys, so getting tougher. Now we start sheet number 10. Here's our aircraft. All right. Sheet number 11. More armament, damage for your planes, stress, more armament. Now we have the mounted Stuka dogfight board. So when we get into a dogfight, this is what we'll be using. Here we have a turreted bomber, used when attacking the enemy for turreted bombers. Here we have, let's see, we have two gray, I don't have any gray ones, two gray 10-sided dice, and the 10 is the aircraft, the Stuka. That's nice. Here we have barrels and cubes that I think we use to mark fuel, maybe even stress. Okay, then we're going to have, I'll tell you what, because I got a lot to show you. I'm not going to break all these open, but here we have target cards. If you're familiar with the DBG series, these leader series, they're all very similar. These are really cool. They made nice graphics here. This is probably an event card here. It says bad enemy leadership. Do not place bogeys until the advanced turn counter step of turn 2. So you get a break on some of these. So we got target cards and event cards. And then we're going to have these become our aircraft. So here's an ME-410. Schumacher. He's a newbie here. Over here we have I think that's an E, so that'd be like Escherick. He's a green, that's a JU-87D. And then we're going to have cool and situational awareness, horrido, I forget what the Z is, maneuverability, I think that's his weight limit, so how much munitions he can carry, and R, I forget what the R is, but we'll learn that. And then this tells him what type of bombs he can carry, if he's got a gunner, what he can dive at. Okay, so we have one of those. Here's the second one. So that's a continuation of those guys. Oh, there's some more event cards. Let's see, number 3 is, this is TA 152s and ME 410s here. And we have, here's a ME 109G. This is a veteran. And then we have more TA 152s. And here we have the ME 109E and 109Gs. Okay. Well, that's all of those guys. Now, and because of where I'm at, bear with me, but I'm not going to open each one of these, but I want to show them to you, because I also got the expansions, the add-ons here. So the first one is expansion number 1, Eastern Front number 1. These come with new targets, new aircraft, new bandits, new events. So you get another deck of cards. So it's going to have more aircraft or pilots, and it's going to have new targets. And as you can see, there's the blue or the new German that go in here, and then the red are new enemy. Now this is the Eastern Front, so you see Yak 1s and Yak 9s and some IL-2 Sturmovix. Okay, and then looks like some SB-2s down here also. Okay, so that's expansion number 1. Then we have expansion number 2, which is Stuka Leader, Eastern Front number 2. Again, more planes. And aircraft up here are more IL-2s, PE-2s. Some more of the Germans. LA-5s. And let's see, what else we got here? A bunch of LA-5s, Yak 3s, LA-5s. Most of those are LA-5s and Yak 3s in this batch. And the years on those are 45, 43. The years on Pack 1 was 41 and 42 going into 43. Okay. Then we have expansion number 3. Number 3 is Mediterranean number 1. New targets, new aircraft again. So again, another deck of targets and pilots. So here's some add-on different types of planes. This is 1940 Beauforts and Gloucester Gladiators. Those are like biplanes. So these are really early Mediterranean type aircraft. All right. Gladiators, and then Swordfish down here, and some A-20 Havocs. All right. Next up is expansion number 4, Mediterranean number 2. So this goes 1942 to 44. There's the deck. Here we're going to start getting into P-39s, P-40s, P-38s, P-51s eventually, and then we have B-24s, and I'm not sure what those are. I'll have to look it up. I think it's abbreviated. Looks like a British bomber though. All right, number 5. Stuka Leader, Spanish Civil War. Here we go. So again, once again, aircraft. These are going to be some older aircraft. This starts in 36 with the I-16s from Russia. I-15s. 16s and 15s, 16s and 15s. And for bombers, they have some SB-2s right here. All right. Then we have expansion number 6. Again, new ones. This is What If. Okay, so this is going to be new bandits, new events, new aircraft, AR-234, HO-299s, TA-183s, and more. So this is getting into your, if the war extended, your experimental planes. There's the British Meteors and the P-80 shooting stars that they're bringing in, the Vampires. And let's see, this is all 1946. And then the B-29s are here. Okay. And finally, last, but by no means least, is expansion number 7. Historical aces and expert bomber pilots at your disposal. So here comes our aces. We get a deck of ace cards. And then we're going to add the aces to it. Some more hits, more stress levels. And this will help us. And I like having the option to add an ace to my squadron when we're flying. So we'll see how that works. Okay. So that is Stuka Leader. DVG created by Chuck Seegert. You can see I got a ton of stuff on this game, and we're going to do a lot of playthroughs, so bear with me, but I want to try to play through some of these expansions, and we'll see how everything works out. But first thing you got to do is take a look at the rules, figure out how I want to start. What I'd really like to do is, when I start videoing, is start with the Spanish Civil War, work our way through that, head into 1940, decide which way we want to go, and see how our campaign looks. So we'll take a look at that, and we may look at playing one of those extended campaigns. So not sure how we'll do it, but looking forward to this. I've been waiting for this one for a while. I was pretty excited. Chuck Seegert did a great job with Zero Leader. I really like this type of game, and so we're going to see how this one plays. I think it's going to be fun. All right, everybody, that's it for today. Hope to get back on the table pretty soon. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you like the video, or even if you don't, give me a thumbs up. And leave any comments that you have. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.